A large part of my business is customers. I started the business not intending to build a team. So my customers were always the first thing that I had from the beginning, which was about 3 years ago. I came on board before Europe was a thing. My natural inclination is customer service. I've not ever been a customer service operative or had that title other than in retail, where they give everyone that title because the whole of retail is about customer service and looking after customers because retail doesn't exist without that. And likewise, VIDAFY, it's where the volume comes from, really, in the end. Um, so the other names are customer service, customer care, customer support. They're all names. It all involves customers, but it all involves value. So for me, the biggest thing is value. And I would say in my language, loving well. So in my life, that's who I am as a person. I want to love well whoever it comes across my path because I see it as part of who I am as a person, in my faith and in my relationships. So customers are no different for me in that I want to love them well. And okay, so other people might not like that language, value them well. So how would you want to be valued as a customer, as a consumer, is kind of the do what you would want to the people that you're serving. And we are serving, that's the thing. Um, so, how would you want to be communicated with? How would you want to be received? How would you want to be informed? So, it's thinking through those things. How would you want that value communicated? You are valuable as a consumer. What would that look like? And then that's what you want to give your customers. Um, because for me, I think because when you asked me to do this, I'm like, oh, where has this come from? So I went back through our conversations and some of the voicemails that we'd had backwards and forwards, and I'm like, okay, I'm hearing myself now. And for me, part of being a customer is the experience. It's the whole experience. The product is amazing, and we don't deny that. And VIDAFY as a team is amazing. But the customer has to have an experience of the company, even if it's brief and very short, that they take away that positive experience. Um, so I would consider everyone that I do business with in VIDAFY as a customer. So that kind of value needs to be communicated throughout the network as well as to the customers who are outside of the network, who are just customers. And some organizations label it external and internal customers. And I really believe that's something that we need to keep in our mind. So, how you treat your team members, it should have the same loving well as you would a customer or a potential, so that your the experience of VIDAFY is what you would want them to have. The product we have is a high-end product. It is a quality product. It performs with quality. So therefore, if we are not quality and we're not communicating quality and value to customers, to internal and external customers, that's at odds with who VIDAFY are. So I don't see that as being an option. You wouldn't walk into, I don't know any big stores in America, but you wouldn't walk into Jenner's and or some high-end store and be treated like casually or like crap. You definitely wouldn't expect that. You would expect a first class service in that store. So in that kind of arena, I thought about first impressions. It's like the first impression someone has of VIDAFY is us. They don't have anything else to go on. There are no adverts or billboards or celebrities. They've not heard about it before. They've not met anyone from VIDAFY before. So we are the first impression. And psychologically, the first impression sticks. It's very difficult to shift. It becomes a bit of a bias, and anything we do that supports that bias will be built upon, and anything that doesn't will kind of be brushed to the side. So how we first impress VIDAFY on someone is really important. So it needs to always be that standard of love and care and excellence from the beginning. Um, You can mean to communicate, I don't want you to do that, but you don't say a negative word when you're trying to portray a positive value added relationship. So you would say, I would love you to have an amazing experience of our product. I'm sorry that you've not. Let me see what I can do, because I want you to go away from this experience knowing that this, we are so for you, kind of thing. Like, um so the way you talk is important. The attitude, obviously, we know that the positivity of your energy is important. Your attitude, if you can't have the energy, at least be polite and the way you talk to people. We serve to empower, whether we're dealing with an internal customer or an external. We want to empower them, whether it's them knowing information that helps them take the product confidently or to share the product with someone else, whatever it is. We want to empower. I think Rebecca says it, teach them to fish, don't fish for them. I would be like that with my customers as well. Like the customer that I tagged on a post, told her where I got the post. So she knows where to go for the post if she wants to. And then the last thing I just put down and circled was like, we are the face of VIDAFY. VIDAFY has no face. I mean, I said that earlier, we don't advertise, but each one of us is the face of VIDAFY. Like a poster campaign. We are the poster for VIDAFY in our part of the business. So we need to remember that. That's what we are. And obviously, a lot of people would say, gurus in network marketing would say, we are the product. It's how we are as a person, how we present ourselves, and how we turn up that matters. And I think that's even more so when you're thinking about customer service.
You have a lot of customers that you've worked with over the years. It's not just a recent thing, but it's been, a long-term thing. And you've understood your whole life the value of that relationship and what that means. But how do you go about getting customers?
I started off, as you do in network marketing, with your warm market, as they call it. So it's just friends and family. I mean, when I started, I never intended for it to be anything. And so it was just me and my mum. But when mine was preventative. So when my mum started seeing improvements, I started telling friends just to tell them. And it kind of snowballed from there. But now I do have customers that have been brought to me by other people. So, and what I did off my own back was, if someone brought me a customer referral and they bought product, that person got £5 off their next order as a thank you for bringing me a customer, because that's valuable to me. But also, if someone refers a customer to you, that person has trusted you enough to send someone that they know and love to you to be taken care of. And it's not just about the product, although the product works. They wouldn't bring them if it didn't. But um, I just I love how I've got two customers who just value me so much that that's what they want to do, is bring customers, because I've offered them to come on the business, but they just want to help me, which is lovely. So it's kind of it is a mixture of things. I do have some online customers, but they were still personal friends, but just happened to live in a different country,
Right.
that could order online. Um, and yeah, I try, because it's belly to belly, as you guys call it. It's There is more of a necessity to check in with your customers. So I have that scheduled. I used to have it scheduled in a spreadsheet. When I moved over to Saga, I have that scheduled in Saga to follow up customers. So that is part of what I've done all these years, is just keep following up customers when I know they're kind of due to renew their bottles. Um, some customers are really good at coming back, but I try to check in.
Understanding that we've got a very high quality product that's going to work, but that the relationship that we have with individuals is so crucial that
Yeah,
it's paramount. That's what it is, and that's what you've been able to build your business on, is relationships with people, and the fact that people have such a good relationship with you that they value you so much that they're referring their friends over to you. We know that
yeah,
one person, knows dozens and dozens and dozens of, if not hundreds of people, And if you've got that relationship with one person, that can open up the door to hundreds of other people, as well. And the fact that you understand that and value that specific relationship with people is crucial, and obviously has been very successful with you.
Yeah, and I love what you said. I mean, relationship, that's the bottom line, isn't it? We're human beings having relationship with other human beings, and
Yeah.
that's it. There is nothing else really. I mean, there are the logistics of the shipping and the emails and all that kind of thing, but at the end of the day, it's relationship.